Hey pastry puffs, welcome back to Strudel Reviews. It's your girl Strudel. And today, instead of just kind of trying to continue on with the regularly scheduled reviews, I felt like I wanted to do an entirely different kind of video today because I could sure use a break from reviews, even though I still have a lot of them to do. I just feel like sometimes it's fun to kind of break up the monotony and do something else. And today, I think I want to show you guys my most recent additions to my collection that I've happened to get and I happen to get all of them secondhand, and I feel like showing them off. I could give you guys some tips and tricks on how to find dolls that you're missing and how to get them for good deals, because that's what I do, and literally a good chunk of my collection is secondhand, and then the literally the biggest chunk of my collection is literally clearance sale. Is literally from clearance sales. The second biggest chunk is secondhand, and then the rest of them I got all retail. Let's start off with the one I got in the mail first, and it's Miss Dolly. Her review is going to be coming sometime in the future, but I wound up finding one day I was just kind of thinking to myself, Dolly wasn't necessarily ugly. I liked Dolly when she first came out, because I like that she's literally Cruella de Vil with the split dye going on. This side black, this side white. She makes me think of Split Dye Girl from Rainbow High, although technically she did it first, as she was released in 2019. She was released in winter of 2019, while Rainbow High was released of summer 2020, even though Split Dye Girl didn't get a doll yet. But I had gotten Miss Dolly. I got her off of eBay, and I had managed to get her mostly complete, I think. I'm just checking to make sure I don't have the earrings. Because y'all know, the jewelry doesn't necessarily make or break me, but I was lucky to find one where the hair was still pretty much in stock condition. The bangs are good, the face is good, the lips are not chipped. God, she has a gorgeous face. And I love the fact that she has blue eyes. Brown eyes. It is so sad, the lack of O.M.G and BTW are really the only doll line that I can think of that has a mass diverse of blue eyes, and I'm getting a little sidetracked because I relate to it too much. But the Dolly that I got in particular, I was looking at the listing, I read the description, because literally tips when you're buying secondhand, specifically off of websites like eBay and Mercari and a certain social media platform, you want to actually read the description of the product and actively look at all the pictures, and even go and read reviews of the seller to make sure they are legit. Because I don't want to give you guys bad advice and y'all wind up getting scammed, because that is something that happens, and that is a huge issue. Something else that we're going to get into in a moment. But I got Dolly herself for a good price. I had coincidentally ordered a doll stand lot, so I could get some extra stands, and Dolly's stand just luckily happened to be a part of it, as well as Cosmic Nova's original stand, so I swapped out her stand. I gave her her original one back. That was Dolly. Oh, I want want to say I paid like, what, $20 for Dolly? That was before shipping. And then the next one I want to get into is Jukebox BB. Yes, I know. I'm late to the party. I got Jukebox BB. I got Jukebox BB off of the social media website that you can, like, buy things off of. And I got her for, like, $15. And the only thing she didn't come with that, like, necessarily would have doesn't really necessarily bother me is her big ol' stand. So I just gave her this extra Royal Bee stand I have, and I really like it better than her big ginormous stand, and I'm like thinking about putting the collector dolls on the stands now. But Jukebox BB, she's one that you can find. You can find literally on eBay. Like, with or without the stand, she's gonna be like, what, $15? I just happened to stumble across this one looking at Dolly listings, and she was in really great condition. Probably, like, the best condition Jukebox BB I'd seen. So, yeah, I got lucky. And again, I, like, looked at the photos, read the reviews, like, verified if the seller was actually the seller. Oh! Ooh, she even has a ring! Oh, mama, she has a ring. That's awesome. I didn't even know she had a ring. But we'll go over her in more greater detail when I get into, like, her review. And, like, also she came with the cape, which, like, yes, awesome. And, while I was looking at her pictures, I saw another doll that we're about to see in a moment. And I, like, nearly flipped out because, like, we'll get into it in a moment. But also, like, pay attention to the listings and actually, like, compare and contrast prices. And actually look at the conditions of the dolls before purchasing. Because that's what I do. Alright, and we'll, like, scooch Miss Jukebox BB over right next to Dolly. They look kind of cute together. This next one, I was not expecting to find for the price I did, but I am so happy I did, and it's Miss Crystal Star. To be honest with y'all, I never thought I was going to own a Crystal Star, because when she first came out as the collector doll for 2019, I literally, Mini Strudel was like a new baby. Like, Mini Strudel was like a tiny baby. So I was kind of having to, like, figure out, like, my priorities and whatnot. And, like, I was looking at listings for Crystal Star because, like, when you're looking for different things, you tend to, like, have listings for something entirely different pop up. And, like, things that I was seeing was, like, a Crystal Star, and one that I'd seen had, like, pretty jacked up hair and was missing, like, one of these little crystals that are in her cheeks. And the seller was charging $75, and then, like, other sellers were charging, on eBay, were, like, charging $130. That seemed to be the common eBay price, and I was like, no ma'am, I do not want to pay that price. And so, while I was looking at listings for Dolly, and I came across Jukebox, let me bring her in real quick, just show you them together. Mwah, chef's kiss, I love them. Elvis and the Snow Queen, iconic. So anyway, while I was looking at Jukebox BB, I get to the last picture, and the seller has, like, other O.M.G dolls, like, in the photo, and I look and I see Crystal Star, and I'm like, and I gasp, and I'm like, what? And so I wind up, like, finding the individual listing for Crystal Star, and I saw it was, like, she was, like, $5 less than retail, and I was like, I was like, she's not only in good condition, she has the headpiece, she has her purse. The jewelry doesn't really bother me. But, like, to find one in, like, this condition for so cheap, I was like, yes, ma'am, I need her. So I went ahead and I, like, scooped her up, and luckily, I paid $5 less than retail. And she even has her little bracelet. Like, I'm just happy she has the little bracelet. And as you can tell, like, this is only a temporary stand. I just took the rest of the Uptown Girl stand, and I had given her, like, an extra trendsetter waist clip piece to, like, the white stand I ordered for her and the gold stand I had ordered for NYE Queen come in the mail. And if they don't show up by the end of the week, I'm just gonna contact the seller and be like, hey, I think the order I purchased from you got lost in transit. Is there a way I could get a replacement or I can get my money back? You know? Because, like, I feel kind of ripped off if it doesn't come by the end of the week. Then I'm assuming it got lost in transit because it hasn't updated anything since, like, the 2nd. So, and usually I like to wait a week in case any updates happen. And if no updates happen by like the week, I'm just gonna ask the seller like what I can do about it. But that's enough of Crystal Star. The reviews will be coming soon. It's just I'm trying to get other dolls I had bought before them out of the way. And then next up, from the L.O.L. O.M.G. Winter Chill line, as y'all know, it's the last doll that I was missing. It was Missy Meow, and I honestly regret calling her a flop. I had managed to find her with, like, her whole basic outfit, like the little cat earmuffs. Like, the little cat earmuffs. She even has her choker. The only thing she doesn't have are her earrings, but she even has, like, her stand and everything, and I was like, and she was only, like, what? She was, like, not even $20, and I was like, mine. Snatched her up, got, like, a really great price for her. She's in really great condition. And I just noticed that she is the same boot mold that Snowlicious does. So if anyone was curious where the boot mold's from, it's Snowlicious. And, like, mama. But, like, real quick, look at that undercut. That is just, mwah. I feel so bad that I called her a flop. Because, like, now that I have her in person and I'm just looking at her, I'm like, yes, I'm in love. So, like, this is Missy Meow. Really, really happy that I have her. Again, like, y'all know, like, I was actually comparing and contrasting prices because she's still on Walmart, Target, and Amazon's for like $34.99. She's still retail. So so I like definitely paid a lot less for retail for a basically complete Missy Meow. That is amazing. Also, I love the puffer coat. We'll put you over here. And last but not least was another doll that I've been calling an absolute flop. And now that I have her in person, I absolutely regret doing it. And that is Dazzle from the L.O.L. O.M.G. Lights line. Because there are things I like about the doll. Like, the doll herself is pretty. The outfit is just, like, not the best. It was a choice, mama. Her hairstyle is so cute. I love the fact that her sunglasses double as a head bow. Like, mama. And I just realized, like, half of my most recent doll haul are literally Glitterati members. Because she's the older sister of Glitter Queen. Crystal Star is the older sister of Crystal Queen. And Jukebox BB is like the older sister of the queen. And like honestly, I managed to get one like almost literally practically complete, and it came with the box for like whatever their retail price was. So I was like, because like she goes for like 35 plus on the secondhand market, so to find one like that for retail, I don't think it was even retail. I don't remember, but it was like, mama, yes. Now let me bring everybody back in. So Missy Meow. I'll put Jukebox BB right there. Crystal Star. And then put Dolly. Okay, so this is like my most recent doll haul. And like since they were all secondhand, I felt might as well show them off as examples. Another good example for me would be Snowlicious. I just didn't feel like trying to dig her out out of the shelf to show her off. But Snowlicious is another prime example. On eBay and like every other like website, like Walmart.com and Amazon.com, she goes for like $199 plus. And even like on eBay, like ones in fairly good condition go for a pretty penny. And I managed to find mine off of Facebook Marketplace, only missing the earrings, hat, and belt for like $15. And honestly, I'll take it because that's a good deal. And I think with that, I feel like, one more piece of advice. Secondhand shopping, always use Mercari as a very last resort, because between Mercari, social media platform Marketplace, and eBay, between the three, I think I said Mercari first. Between the three of them, Mercari is the most expensive, so if you like use them as a last resort. But also, I've heard people had really good luck on AliExpress, but like be very, very careful there. I haven't personally bought from there, but just like take my word from it, do your research, compare all the different sellers, look at the condition of the dolls. Also, just to help another doll collector out there, if anybody's looking for Snowlicious, I saw a listing for her on a certain social media marketplace for like $29 from the same seller I bought these two from. I highly recommend buying from that seller because that seller was amazing. I'll have to talk about that more when I review them. But I think with that... before I forget, I meant to mention, like, my issue, aside from, like, people scamming, aside from, like, the whole scamming thing, and, like, sellers lying about the condition of the products, is if a product says hard to find in the listing, and they're charging a ridiculous amount, avoid it. Because I can promise you in a couple of months you're going to find it for a better deal. Just sit there, hang on, and keep comparing prices till you find a price you're willing to pay. And with that, I'm just going to leave that here. Thank y'all for watching. Subscribe if you liked this. See y'all in the next one. Bye!